Talk about low-budget flights. No food or movies? I'm out of here. I like running better. So, welcome back, YouTube viewers. A few days ago was something called Animation Day. Much as I love animation, it's just one of those dumb. Today is International Blank Day, but when I saw this, I got recommended this list of the top 25 best animated movies ever made, and I thought, this list is probably really stupid. So I looked at it, and yeah, it's not very good. So I thought, why not make a video going over this? Also, might I add, this says 25, but it's actually 26. And also, this list isn't ranked. It's just a bunch of random ones, I think. But oy vey. So anyway, at the end, I'll show you what a list I made of the top 25 best animated movies that is actually ranked, and you can see the comparison. So to start off, this list shows My Neighbor Totoro from Studio Ghibli. So I haven't seen this movie. In fact, I haven't seen anything from Studio Ghibli. I've heard they're very good, and I believe that. But from what I've heard, their movies are also pretty long. I just don't really have any interest in them. So, as far as I know, this is a fine pick. I just can't really judge it. Next. Oh, wait, that wasn't even a. Never mind. That was just a picture to show. That was basically the rankings thumbnail. Never mind. Okay. So, it starts off with what it says the oldest animated movie is The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, which, no? Maybe this is a short, but this is not the oldest feature-length animated film, so, I have no idea what this is, but it just says that, oh yeah, it's got some really impressive visuals and is historically significant, which, maybe that's true, but just because it looks pretty and is historically significant doesn't mean it's actually good, or worthy of the list of top 25 best animated films of all time, which is something you'll see again in this list. So yeah, I have no idea what this is, but I doubt anyone else does either. Next, add. Okay, Akira, some Japanese movie. Yeah, again, I have no idea what this is. I think I've heard of this before though. But look, I don't care about this. Whatever. Okay, Beauty and the Beast. I would not put this in the list of the top 25 best, but I think you can definitely make a case for this one. It's Beauty and the Beast after all. It's also been the only three um animated movies to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, which is so stupid. Only three have been nominated. None of them even won. It's just ridiculous. But as for the choice itself, I think this is a fair choice. Again, not one I'd agree with, but one that I think is definitely warranted. You can make a good argument for this one. Next, Bambi. Again, this is one of those, it's historically significant. It may look pretty, but this is not worth the top 25 best. Because look at what its description it says. Oh yeah, this is has some really impressive visuals. Okay, so that doesn't mean anything. This movie basically just the beta version of The Lion King in many ways. I know you cannot make an argument for this one. And notice how a lot of these so far have been Disney. Okay, Coraline. I haven't seen Coraline. Again, I just don't really have an interest in it. Is this one worthy of being on the list? Could you make a good argument for it? Maybe? I'm not really sure. Maybe one day I'll actually watch it and I'll be able to judge it for this, but from what I've seen, I don't think so. Because again, even if it is really good, top 25 is still a pretty high order. Frozen. I think this is the stupidest part on this list. Yes, this movie is made over $1 billion. Yes, it had a huge cultural impact. But most people don't like this movie. You know why? Because it's a bad movie. How is this on the list of the top 25 best animated movies ever made? And yeah, I know this is someone's opinion, but again, this is simply just oh, it looks good, I guess. And the review that is on this list is not even a review. It just has a basic plot synopsis. What does that tell you about this movie? It's just here because, oh, you gotta throw on a big budget Disney movie. Number 7. I think this is also Studio Ghibli. I have no idea what this is, so again, I can't judge it. I've never even heard of this one. It talks about what happened to Japan during World War II. Huh. At least that's an interesting idea, I'd say. Okay, next. The Iron Giant. Okay. This I would put as number 26 on a list. But this is definitely one you can make a case for. I actually got to see this in theaters. First time, I only saw it once, but I saw it this year in theaters for its 25th anniversary. It was really cool to get to see this, especially for the first time. I mean, it's from Brad Bird. Brad Bird is a genius, and for his first feature film, this is really impressive. Yeah, I really like The Iron Giant. It's not a favorite of mine, but I think you can definitely make a good argument for this one. This is a good choice, I'd say. Let's see what this review says. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good summation of this. It's a very good movie, I'd say. Again, much like Beauty and the Beast, not one I'd pick, but definitely a worthy choice. The Last Unicorn. What? See, sure, you can say that not everyone has seen the same movies. Just because something's obscure doesn't mean it's bad, but I mean, who has heard of this? Why is this on this list? The Lion King. Okay, yeah, this is definitely worthy of being on the list. It's The Lion King. This is such a great movie. I've already reviewed it before, but you should totally watch. It's got some great music. It's got a beautiful animation, a really good sound cast and story. It's very well paced. Yeah, it's The Lion King. What is there to be said that hasn't already been said? This is totally worthy of being on the list of top 25 best. Let me see. What is it? What is this? Another Japanese movie, which, as you can see so far, okay, not there's anything wrong with the Studio Ghibli, I think, or whatever this is, but again, almost all of these movies have either been from Disney or Studio Ghibli or some other Japanese studio. DreamWorks and Pixar exist, and they've made some really good stuff. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Okay, here's My Neighbor Totoro. Yeah, like I said before, I haven't seen this, but okay, fine. Yeah, fair enough. You could probably make a good argument for this one. I just haven't even seen it. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, I did see this one. It's good, but I just can't put this one on a top 25 best. It's very visually impressive. It's got a nice story, but because again, this is a tall order, top 25 best, and I just wouldn't put The Nightmare Before Christmas that high. Persepolis? Okay, this is in black and white and looks cool, but I mean, I see. Just what even is this? Pinocchio. Okay, I like Pinocchio, but I can never put this in top 25 best. You might be able to make an argument for this one. Probably a good argument, but I mean, I haven't seen this one in a while, so I can't really judge this one. But again, I don't think it's top 25 best, not even close. And again, all these reviews basically are just plot synopses. They don't really say what the person actually thought of it or why this should be on the list. This reviewer is not doing a good job. Number 16. Okay, Don Bluth. Huh. I know he made some of these. The Secret of Nimh. Nimh. Yeah, I have no idea. I've heard of this movie once, and I have no idea what it is. That's a weird plot. But, never. Okay, just, yeah. I don't think this is. I've never seen this. I have no interest in this. I don't know why this is on this list. Sorry if this video isn't my best, but I just really wanted to make this. Okay, yeah, see? Snow White. It just. Yes, it has very good animation. Yes, it's super important historically. And it's not even a bad movie. I said there's nothing wrong with it. I think the fact that they're remaking it is incredibly stupid and that trailer looked awful, but just why is this on the list? It's important, but that doesn't mean it's automatically good. Historical significance does not automatically equal good. I mean, you can say that about many people throughout history. Excuse me. That just because they were important doesn't mean they're necessarily good. Some were definitely very good, but just why? Why is this on this list? This is so. Because who actually talks about Snow White as some kind of masterpiece? No one says that. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, back to the list. Okay, what's next? Song of the Sea? Yeah, I have no idea what this is. See, A lot of these, like I said before, a lot of these are just movies no one's ever heard of. And while it's true that different lists will be different depending on your opinion and what you actually have seen, it's just that I feel like if this list, since this is one of those big websites and this list is trying to be objective, why is this here? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it says this is the best superhero movie of all time. You know, there is a certain animated movie that is the best superhero movie of all time, but guess what? It's not on this list. Somehow. Hey, look, I understand a lot of people love Spider-Verse, but I gotta be honest, and I've said this before, I'm not that big a fan of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I saw it twice. I saw it in theaters. I loved it when I saw it in theaters. But then when I saw it again, I just thought, that was decent. I mean, yeah, the visuals are super impressive, and it's super important to the animated movie industry now. I mean, so many either try to copy the style or do their own thing with the same. They take the style that Spider Verse had and make it in a similar vein. So sure, yeah, it's super important, but the actual movie just isn't anything that good. Because it's not a bad movie, it's just not a good Spider-Man movie, and I just overall don't like it that much. It's fine. Overall, I think it's more good than bad, but it's not a good pick. Okay, Spirited Away. Okay, this is one that I've never seen, but apparently is some kind of amazing masterpiece, so you know what? Fine, chuck it on the list. Toy Story! Okay, Toy Story is an interesting one because if they put Toy Story 2 or 3 or preferably both, I would say yeah, those totally should be on this list. Since they chose just this first one though, excuse me for 1 second. Okay, sorry if there's some sound in the background, but anyway, so yeah. Do I think the first Toy Story is worthy of being on this list? Um, maybe like the Iron Giant and Beauty and the Beast. I think you could make an argument for this one, but because it's still a very good movie. I think all the nitpicks people have come up with it over the years are pretty stupid. Like, how does Buzz know how to freeze in front of Andy? Which, well, it's something you have to think of for yourself. There isn't logical reason for it. It's well, he thinks Buzz thinks he's crashed on an alien planet and he's trying to fit into their culture, which was already established earlier in the movie. So he thinks, okay, they all freeze in front of this kid. I should freeze in front of him. But oh, and yeah, overall, it's still a movie I really like, but this is not one of the top 25 best of all time. But you might be able to make an argument for it, maybe. Definitely for 2 and 3, though. Not for the first one, though. Okay, 22. The Triplets of Belleville. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. So many of these are just random things that hardly anyone's ever heard of. I don't know what is going on with this list. Okay, Wall-E. Yeah, Wally's worthy of being top 25. Not top 20, but top 25. Yeah, Wally's great. Who doesn't love Wally? I've talked about it on my Pixar ranking before. You should totally watch. And yeah, um, the first half, which is dialogue free, is really good. And the second half, that does have dialogue, it goes into really nicely. Great movie. I like Wally a lot. Who doesn't love Wally? But yeah, once again, I think this just barely makes the list, though. Also, I'm pretty sure this and Toy Story are the only Pixar movies to be on this list. Somehow. Okay, Yellow Submarine. Why is the movie about the Beatles from the 60s on this list? What? I don't even have anything to say about this. I'm just flabbergasted this is here. Okay, Your Name. I don't know what this is. So in conclusion, yeah, that was this list. I don't... This list is just bizarre. Oops. I don't have anything else to say about it. Just so anyway, I saved it over here. Here is my list of the 25 best animated films ever made. Might be a little while, so yeah, I tried to make this look kind of professional with scores out of 100 or whatever, but okay, here's my top 25 list. The Transformers the movie. Yeah, I know if you're not a Transformers fan, you probably won't like this one, but hey, I think this one is memorable enough and well well, seen by enough people to warrant being on a professional list. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, okay, yeah, that's more of a personal thing, but I think everyone can throw in something personal to a list that's supposed to be mostly objective. Wally, yeah, see, I think we even have this, yeah, Up. Surprised Up wasn't on this list. Up should totally be here. Megamind, of course. Inside Out 2. Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2. Which one's better? It depends on your point of view. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's an underrated one. People that definitely deserves to be on this list. The Lion King. Yeah, that was here. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. No, it wasn't on the list for some reason. Monsters University. Yeah, I know some people aren't too big a fan of Monsters University, but I think a lot of people really like this one. I love Monsters University. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies. I think it totally should have been on this list. How to Train Your Dragon? How was that not on this list? It's How to Train Your Dragon. The Incredibles? Yeah. How is The Incredibles not on the list of the top 25 best animated movies ever made? Whoever made this list has no idea what he is talking about. Aladdin? Yeah, because they only put two Disney Renaissance movies on this list, and one of them was not Aladdin. Transformers 1, okay, yeah. It says this list was made a few months ago before Transformers 1 released, so, I think I'll give that one a pass. Monsters Inc. Love Monsters Inc. Should have been here. The Prince of Egypt. How's that not here? How to Train Your Dragon 2. The Wild. Okay, same thing with Wild Robot also hadn't released yet. Fair enough. Come to think of it, I don't think Inside Out 2 had either, so I think we can let that one slide. Ratatouille, how is Ratatouille not here? Kung Fu Panda 2, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Okay. If any five movies from my list had to be here, I'd say that weren't here, I'd pick um, How to Train Your Dragon, Aladdin, The Prince of Egypt, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and Ratatouille. Because, yeah, DreamWorks does not have a single spot on this list, and Pixar has two. I don't look again. This video is kind of random, but I just really wanted to make this. So, in conclusion, I just thought this was kind of fun. I don't know. Any channel updates? Yeah, check me out on Serialized. The that might be fun. I don't know. So, that's all for now. And as always, keep on juicing.